Indian ancestor origin. Geologists list 3 ultra-ancient mountain systems, considered the oldest exposed rocks and proto-mountains on Earth. 1. Barberton Greenstone Belt, South Africa, its age 3.6 billion years, is considered the oldest exposed rocks and proto-mountains on Earth. 2. Pilbara Craton, Western Australia, its age 4.6 billion years, 2 billion years, oldest rock known on Earth. But this not as mountains today, only an ancient exposed crust. Canadian Shield, Acosta, Gneiss, Canada rocks aged 4.02 billion years, oldest rock known on Earth. But this not as mountains today, only an ancient exposed crust. The 4th oldest one was Arunachala, Tiruvannamalai Hill, which belongs to the Eastern Ghats granulite belt of Tamil Nadu, and its age 3.0 billion years old, Archean Eon. The rocks of Arunachala are identified as Achaean Charnocite, condylitic granulites. This makes Arunachala among the ancient mountains of the Indian Peninsula, formed long before the Himalayas, which are only 50 million years old. Arunachala belongs to the southern granulite terrain, an extremely old landmass that includes Tamil Nadu, Eastern Ghat, the southern granulite belt, Arunachala, Tiruvannamalai Jinji Hills, Villupuram, Jawadu Hills, Tirupattur, Vellore Yelagiri, and Jawadu Hills, Shevaroy Servarayan Hills, Yercaud Kalrayan Hills, Kalakurichi, Kalamalai and Pachamalai Palar River Basin granites, Vellore Kanchipuram, part of Nilgiri Massif. All of these hills are part of the same Archean crust, created too. Hence, by keeping available evidence from South Africa mountains, once upon a time integrated part of this Kamari Kandam was there with South Africa and Madagascar. Separated over the million years, so many events were happened during this Kumari Kandam, sinking time out of that with scientific data available for this Eastern Ghats mountain range formation, and its sequence was the oldest in India. Hence, those ancient tribes lived in Kamari Kandam were migrated to this Eastern Ghats. Once upon a time, it was connected through landmass to South India. Those migrated people lived in the North Tamil Nadu in Tiruvannamalai and Thandai Mandala region. Initially, later on, due to natural event of shear zones forming and mountains uplift, the river streams started happening that made the Megapalaru and Kaveri integrated river stream into separate one when Kaveri shear zones started happening. During this course of river forming time, the change in plain landmass caused the ancient people who are all survived started living in mountain tops by following river stream. Let's see how these Kudiyam caves and Athirampakam area lived. People slow drifted towards present North Arcot region when this Palaru River shifting its course of flow due to Eastern Ghats uplift and various fault corrections happening at shear zones. During this time, once upon a time, Palaru flowing Thoru Kusastali River got separated. Then it took a path of Kuvam River and then a Dayaru River path and finally got separated from this Adyar River stream to the present mainstream of Palaru. The change in river patterns made so many changes in the people lived on its course. Let's see detail in coming video, its sequence. These natural event brought up so many changes in the Jawadu Hills. Lived people, since continuous flood happening in this Palaru River course, made those people to stay in the Jawadu Hills area while their migration. Once the safest landmass formed, then these people from Jawadu Hills starting coming down to Hilfor settled at Kurunchi land and further into various Tine land over the period as their civilization grown. From this scientifically, we can understand how the Indian ancestor now survived, lived in this Jawadu Hills, contributed for present Indian civilization.